My name is Melanie, and I never imagined the biggest betrayal of my life would come not from my boyfriend, but from someone I considered practically my sister. Technically, she was my cousin, Grace. We grew up in different cities, but every vacation we spent together, and she was always the one person I trusted completely. When I turned 20, I moved to another state for college. That's where I met Daniel, charming, caring, the kind of guy who could make me laugh even on the worst days. We had been together for over a year, and I was sure he was the one. One day, Grace texted me, saying she was moving to the same state for university and wanted to meet. I was thrilled. I thought I was gaining not only family, but a close friend next door. I introduced her to Daniel, and everything seemed perfectly normal, until it didn't. Little things started happening. She laughed at his jokes a little too loudly, looked at him a little too long, asked about his schedule a little too often. But I pushed away every doubt. This was Grace, my sister. Someone I trusted with everything. The first real red flag came when I saw Daniel deleting messages. He never did that. I noticed a notification from someone saved as G. I asked who it was, and he casually said, a coworker. I wanted to believe him. I really did. Then came the weird excuses. One evening, Daniel said he was helping a friend move. That same night, Grace suddenly went offline, although she had been active all day. My gut twisted, but my heart refused to accept the obvious. Everything exploded one afternoon. I came home early to cook dinner. When I walked in, I heard laughing. Nervous, familiar laughing. Grace's laughing. My heart dropped. The sound was coming from my bedroom. I don't remember how I opened the door. I just remember the world freezing. Daniel, my boyfriend, the man who promised he loved me, was sitting on my bed next to Grace. And, even without details, everything was painfully clear. They looked more shocked than I was. Grace started rambling. Something about not wanting to hurt me. It just happened. We didn't plan it. Daniel said nothing. His silence cut deeper than any confession. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I just said, both of you, out of my house. Grace cried, begging me to forgive her because we're family. Daniel tried to reach for my hand, but I pulled away like his touch was fire. They didn't just break my trust, they shattered the foundation of my world. I blocked them everywhere. Weeks later, I found out they officially started dating. And strangely, that brought me peace. Because people who can betray you like that are not a loss. They're a blessing to be rid of. Time passed. I healed. I learned to be alone. I learned not to blame myself for trusting the wrong people. And now, writing this story, I understand one thing. Betrayal always reflects the betrayer, never the betrayed. I didn't lose them. They lost me.